Objection. Okay. Before we begin, I suppose I had better, check that everything is working, because my mic settings have all gotten messed up again somehow. I don't, why? OBS, why are you doing this to me? Is there anyone in chat who can tell me, if they're hearing... Okay, 1 second. Tell me if you can still hear the game music now. Okay, there's nobody in chat, so... How do I test this with nobody watching? Okay, I'm gonna have to unmute, so things are gonna get a bit weird. Actually, no, that's not gonna tell me anything. Hello, one concurrent viewer. Can you please rescue me and tell me if my microphone and such is still working, because it got messed up. Yes, eat your hamburgers, Apollo. Okay, Maina, you'll be my guinea pig. Tell me, so I just turned the desktop audio off. Tell me if you can still hear music, because my the gain, not the gain bars, the volume bars. Okay, no, you can't. Okay, because there's the microphone reports a little bit of background noise. Okay, good. Mike's fine. Right. Also, this isn't Apollo Justice, this is Ace Attorney, which I think is a Phoenix Wright, which is, I think, related franchise, possibly a spin-off. Anyway, here we go. The Ace Attorney Trilogy, which I know primarily from Awkward Zombie. A little bit of wine, dang it, a little bit of wine. I need to figure out. I got that on a recent recording I did too, and I don't know why. I turned off the noise filter in OBS because it just makes me sound muffled and ugh. Anyway. Right. I've never played this before, but I played Aviary Attorney, and I rather liked it. So, oh, I've been overruled. Sorry, stream's over. Bye. Okay, I'm overruling your overruling, because, like I said, I played Aviary Attorney a while back, and I quite liked it, so now I want to play the thing that inspired it. Let's begin. Yes, I want to play this game, that's why I clicked New Game. Episode 1, The First Turnabout. That expression. Oh, I do understand the joke behind eat your hamburgers. Like, it's fairly apparent from the author's note. Okay? Play the first turnabout, yes. Thank you, achievement. Huh? Gasp! Gasp! Someone's killed the thinking man. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Damn it, why me? Hello, Kenny. I can't get caught. Not like this. Yes, I did just get an achievement. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Nobody should have to be up at 9:47 a.m. Phoenix. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hello, Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Oh, boy. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. So, trying to keep up the reading here and in chat is going to be something, because it looks like we're going to have a chatty chat. Mena says, Phoenix Wright is a screw-up. Great. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over. That'll be him. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! What, Nick? Hey there. I thought his name was Phoenix! Kenny says, you'll notice a lot of differences between the IRL justice system and the justice system depicted in-game. I mean, especially because it's in Japan. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? What's the blue text mean? Okay. So this is inventory. Court record is inventory. Okay. We'll get to that in a minute. Nick is the last... Oh, nickname for Phoenix. Okay. It's the last name syllable of his first name. I would have gone with Nix then, but okay. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Internal monologuing. Okay, that's the parentheses. All right, got it. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Yeah, okay. Name seems to fit. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Great. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Mena says, reposting the Phoenix Wright series is basically slightly exaggerated commentary on the Japanese justice system. The Japanese police are known for being corrupt, frequently worse than the Yakuza. Shichi says that joke was so bad I laughed at how bad it was. Yes. I imagine you can thank the translators for that. I imagine the original Japanese was something different. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Pain. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright. Is Larry Butts the defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Let's see. Kenny says, and yes, pain is sure going to be a pain in the neck for any newbie in the game to the game series. Well, we shall see. Can't be as bad as a angry French revolutionary lioness with a grudge. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read these case report cover to cover so many times. Court record. Okay. Cindy. Okay, so our profiles? Okay. Cindy Stone. Victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And then, oh hey, Winston Winston Payne. I get it. I get it. Prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Okay. Due to live in an apartment by herself, that's all we know about him. Likable guy's been my friend since grade school. Chief attorney at Fay & Company. My boss and very good defense attorney. Yes. Winston Payne. Alright. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time. Okay. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. Okay, Cindy Stone. If I said Mia, she was right there. Ah, yes, fourth wall breaking, says Kenny. Yeah. Man says, if you like that, you'll be a fan of the pun names in this series. Oh, yes, I'm sure. I'm a fan of the pun names in Carmen Sandiego. It's, great. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was, hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. No reason whatsoever. None at all. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Guess I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Okay? So, I'm glad I can do this even during dialogue. A lot of games, like, kick you out of dialogue to do things like check inventory and such. Alright. Let me see. Maina says Phoenix's Japanese name is Yuichi Naruhodo. Yuichi is a reference to a famous actor, and Naruhodo, the phrase for I see, or aha in Japanese. Okay. Kenny says, and here the discrepancies start. Evidence is usually caused during discovery process. Ah, discrepancies with Japan. Right. Real life. Okay, so I have an attorney's badge. Okay, so autopsy report. Time of death, 31st of July. So wait, we're in court like 3 days, just 3 days after. Wow. So between 4 and 5 p.m., loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay. Thinker. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay, that's not a very useful set of observations, but all right. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Oh, discrepancies and contradiction between evidence and testimony. Okay. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh boy, the way he was before. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. And he's cocky all of a sudden. And Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't Cleopatra murder Mark Antony? Didn't they all die? Oh yes, and Romeo and Juliet did too. I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Okay. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. Okay. So she was an American. I mean, well, wait a minute. No. The whole thing is that this is a localization, so it will always insist that it takes place in America, right? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. Victim was in Paris until 7:30. That's July 30th. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Kenny says, actually, it is indeed set in America, an alternate universe version of America. I thought that in Japan, in the Japanese version, it's set in Japan. There was like a joke about that in Awkward Zombie. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Well, that's one way of explaining sugar daddies in a child-friendly game. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of the woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Okay, wait and see what happens to stop him from answering. Well, Mia says it. She's a more experienced defender, so... Thud. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Yes, you've winced in pain. Just from being contradicted. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. She-dog, huh? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Mm-hmm. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Can you object because the defendant is lying? Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. You can in this setting. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Okay, I can't wait to hear this guy's name. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank saw it to the stand. Frank saw it. No, don't you look shifty. Mr. Saw it. So I get saw it, but what's the Frank? That's the key to this game, unraveling the lies and testimonies to prove unreliability and get the truth to the truth of the matter. Okay. Mr. Saw it, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw it, you may proceed with your testimony. First name's a joke that got lost in translation. Maybe the first name wasn't a joke, and it's just the last name. Because the translators seem pretty on top of it. If they could translate the if something smells, it's usually the butts joke. Or more likely, that's a completely different joke in Japanese. Anyway. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Alright. Testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead! I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Okay, so there's a discrepancy. He says he didn't go inside, but he also says the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Let's see. Mana says, Yellow, generally if you find yourself wondering if the Ace Attorney follows any real-life justice system, remember a political satire. The Japanese justice system sucks. Noted. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p. Okay, these just got so many holes. Okay, phone, first of all. But also, he says he saw a man fleeing the scene at 1 p.m. Unless it took him, no, wait, no, this is before, right? Tab, court record. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so this is before the murder. Okay. Japanese Hoshio Yamano. His full name may be a play on the phrase Yama no Hoshi, which literally means star of the mountain. What's funny about that? Maybe the punny names in Japanese aren't funny puns. Okay, so 2 lies here. This may be because during the trial he states that we climb mountains because they are there in reference to being compelled to peek at Stone's crime scene. Yama and Hoshi are both Japanese police slang for a likely perpetrator similar to English perp. Alright. Press the witness if you want him to elaborate first. Man who was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. How do I press the witness? Oh, first they need to go through the entire testimony. Okay. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Sure you can. Incidentally, why wasn't there the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. So definitely drawing attention to the phone. Only on a repeat can you press the witness and present conflicting evidence. Okay. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, I want to see this record. Okay, it's not there yet. Blackout record. From noon to 6. Okay? So, yeah, any time between noon and 6. That doesn't, unfortunately, that doesn't add much. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Mena says, this is a Japanese thing from what I can remember. Usually cordless phones have some power directly from the power company. Makes sense. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Exclamation marks. How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in with the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Cross-examination. Okay. Going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay. So let's just experiment. So, what are options? Okay, that's just game options. So, press for more information. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay. Press. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? So, I don't have a piece of evidence that contradicts the phone thing, but, okay, I've thought to call the police immediately, right? So he didn't wait around, which is I guess wouldn't matter because he did it in the future. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Okay, so I can either press or present. I don't have a piece of physical evidence that proves that his story is a contradiction. Like he can't both not touch anything and try her phone. Press the witness if you ever feel unsure. Okay, cute. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf near the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call, but you said you didn't touch anything. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay, so present. Okay. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Objection! Objection indeed. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Okay. Kenny says, presenting evidence that doesn't contradict the witness's testimony usually results in loss of credibility. That's the blue bar you see appearing on the top screen every now and again. Got it. I thought that was something like that. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawed, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really a good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Let's see. Maina says, don't worry about pressing when you have the opportunity. Only presenting incorrect evidence harms your credibility. Okay. And I can go through the testimony as many times as I want, right? So if I don't have to worry about missing an opportunity. Okay, point out, lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Okay, good. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh, this should be good. Game is actually generally lenient. Okay, many cycles. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. You mean during the blackout? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Oh, that's Phoenix. Okay, the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Okay. There was a voice saying that the time, it was probably coming from the television. Okay. So, here seems like a good place to present the blackout from noon to 6 p.m. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawyer? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Well, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawyer, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawyer. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay. Have him on the ropes? Yeah, okay. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Wait, what clock indeed? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay. So, murder weapon, statue.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. So who was tilting the switch then? Here we get to the great music. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Oh, he's wearing a wig. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I think we just did. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. That's a bit of a stretch. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Oh, understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. Ah, okay, that's the switch. But also, she just came from Paris, which is, so that's why it was, the time was different, isn't it? That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Wig. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. I mean, surely I don't need evidence. Well, I guess this is Phoenix Wright. You were guilty until proven innocent. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claimed the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply, Mina says, and that is the moment I fell in love with Ace Attorney 2 paid. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. So, if there was useful information from the neighbors, then that wouldn't help. Examining the clock's batteries probably wouldn't help as well. Trying to sound the clock, however, would probably reveal the discrepancy in time. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Okay. Do I have the local time? No. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. I'm not so sure about that. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. No, unfortunately. Okay. Piece of evidence that proves it was slow? Yeah, that'll be the passport, right? This ends the examination of Mr. Frank Sod, okay? I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all the slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Okay. Not so fast, Mr. Sawat. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Because it just came from Paris. Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. That'll be the passport.
Take that!
Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat? Or should I say, Mr. Didn't? Oh, order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. What, in the courtroom? Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Bailiffs work fast. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And now he appears in the witness stand. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sod was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when the people were out of the house. That day... so this is what actually happened. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sod had let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. So why does he have a dot on his head? Is he supposed to be Indian or something? Flustered, Mr. Sod grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Believe it's supposed to be a cultural thing, yeah? Just a mole? Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Speaking of, my life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. What? Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent... innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. But I won't forget this, ever. Now we see the joke they set up. Yep. He just caught sight of me. I get it. Just a birthmark? Okay. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry? Are you so sure? Squeeze me? Squeeze, okay. No. She didn't just call him, it's, oh, yeah. But Harry Butts, yes, I get that. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, that'll be... Well, she kept the statue. That doesn't really prove much. Sure. Take that. Well, take this. It's yours now, I guess. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Not as nice as... Not as good as dating Cindy's problem. No, Cindy's dead. Dating, Mia, right? Mia? Profiles. Yes, Mia Fey. What's this pun? Mia Fey. Fey and Company. I'm not sure about this one. I'll figure it out later. Oh boy. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Okay, sure. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Oh no! And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh boy! How very noir-y. The end. Alright. Okay. Brand new episode has been added. Okay. Wait, I didn't get to read that. Yes, turnabout something. How did you like the first case? I liked it. It was, it was very simplistic, but that's because it's the tutorial. So, yeah. Save data. Let's see how a real case goes. Turnabout Sisters is the case's second name. Got it. Okay. No. Okay. Backspace. Cellular. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Mia. Mia and Maya. It's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. Mina says, ooh, the nostalgia. What, for cellular phone rings? I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. Oh no, Maya's going to be murdered for the evidence. This is a good leitmotif? I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Take the clock out? Work out. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? Okay, they're giving us times and things. This is going to be important. I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, so one or the other of them is probably going to get murdered, and that's going to be the next case. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, okay, we'll hit the usual joint. So, is it sushi in the Japanese version? Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27, 9:27 a.m. Okay. So, Fane Company Law Offices, September 5th, 8:57 p.m. So just before they're supposed to meet, right? Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh ho, you are not cogniferous... Cogniferous of my background? Cogniferous? Is that a word? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Exclamation marks. Again? How many people are going to be killed with these clocks? Red, white, blue. Oh no. Maya likes miso ramen in the Japanese version. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fane Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Okay, examine. So, okay, so now I can look around. There's nothing to look at in here, right? I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if the chief's okay. Okay. So if so it doesn't highlight things, you have to find them yourself. Okay, open door. Okay. Right. So, back, move. Okay, into the office. That smell. Blood. Sobbing. Sis. Someone's there. Yeah, Mia died. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Well, this got very serious very quickly. Chief. Alright. So it does highlight when there's something to examine. Okay. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record again. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Maya. Okay. But, as I recall, this is one of those games that you can lock yourself out if you don't examine all the other things. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. So I've seen that. And there's the chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Okay. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Oh, Maina says if you want to more naturally examine a scene, you can just click on things without dragging the magnifying glass icon. The highlight was added in this edition. I see, okay. Seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Okay. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. And of course, this is not the one that was the murder weapon last time. This is the one that Larry had. Okay. No clues here. Okay, I think that's... Hold on. There's more to observe about Mia. Okay. Okay. Hit with a blunt weapon, died instantly. Okay. No, it's the same one. Mia removed the clock component to hide the paper in. But the only reason she had the clock was because Larry gave his to her. Right? He's on Sierra Adventure Games. AA, make sure you don't lock yourself out of stuff. Ah, okay. Sierra Adventure Games, yes. I doubt, have any of you actually played any Sierra Adventure games? Or do you just know them by reputation? The word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? Kenny says, not me. Maina says he's tried. This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. What did you try to play? Shifty says he's seen them being played. Let's see. Okay, department store receipt. That means it'll have a time and a place. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Real quick, let me look at the... no, that doesn't help. Okay. And find out what that girl was doing here. Okay. So, hold on. Cute slide. Now, there's more to look at. Okay. Right. I better call the police. Oops. Hold on. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Let's see. Do I keep looking around or do I go back into the study? Or lobby? I don't know how serious this game gets about this sort of thing. But we saw that there's screws loose. Phone receiver is missing a few screws. Better not use it. Okay. This is Fane Company Ledger. Everything's written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Okay. Surprisingly, the chief never was good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Okay. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records of recent rulings. Alright, so... That's everything. Okay, back. Move. Back to the offices. Exclamation marks. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put it right there on that sofa. Kenny says, ah, yes, the days when computers were actually affordable secondhand. Yes. Mina says, he played Rama, which she doesn't think is a Sierra game. It might be. I tried to play Rama as well, but I didn't get very far either. I was a bit too young to be able to figure it out. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, there she is. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Okay. Examine. No, not the room. Well, I suppose I could examine the plan. Reception desk, I usually sit here. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. Few can gaze upon the shelves and without feeling insignificant. A large painting. I guess you'd call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Sofa is for clients. It's leather, or a real luxury model. Alright. Back. Talk. So, what happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and Sis, so she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. Rama was Sierra? Yeah, I thought as much. Make sure to examine things when you have time or are curious about what Nick has to say. Phoenix has some good quips. Noted. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Back. Let me see. So, should I... So, I'm still getting the hang of this game. Should I now go back and examine the thinker again? Will that conversation have unlocked something new? Oh, and I noticed the necklace. Right, it was a yin-yang necklace. Got it. So she's got half, Maya and Mia had half. Think you will have? Okay, so let's into the office. Examine. Slide. Press with dried blood. Nope. Disappointing. Okay, back. Law offices. Okay, I will show you. Well, let me show you the evidence, or the thinker. About the thinker. Yeah, I know it's the murder weapon. The thinker. That was. Oh, sis, a sob. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Okay. So, receipt then. It's a magatama, another Japanese thing. What's a magatama again? What? Sorry, sometimes I lose the thread between when I say something and when chat responds. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of the receipt. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Examination suggests that she died instantly from a single blow, right? So, how could she have written a note in her own blood? That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Oh, you're being framed, right? Please, just calm down. Oh, the necklace is the Fey sisters are willing. The jewel in the middle of it is a magatama. Okay. Why would Sis write my name? Hold on a second. Also, we know that the chief had very neat handwriting. This is quite, well, I suppose for someone who, a message that was written supposedly while you're dying, it actually is pretty neat, but still. Okay. Whew. 1 second. I need to take off my sweater. It's too hot in here. And I need to turn my heater down. Okay. Right. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Yeah, here come the police. Exclamation marks. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? No wait, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe, what an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay? Great, just great. This guy, best character. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek! The word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Oh, Dick and Gumshoe are both slang for private detectives. I knew Gumshoe, but not Dick. I suppose Dick is slang for many, many, many things. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Okay, so do profiles real quick. Oh, so Maya Fey. Maya Fey. I don't get that pun either. Mia Fey or Maya Fey. Mina says, by the way, Gumshoe immediately arresting Maya like that? Political satire. The Japanese police actually acts like that. Wow. Okay. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, it should be up to her, right? But, you know what? I think she needs, she needs a bit of direction. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. What? That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Okay. Examine. Oh, so I can... Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Okay, so I can examine random court scenes as well. Okay, good to know. Alright, talk. So, talk about you, I guess. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Oh, boy. A spirit medium, you say? A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Okay. Oh, there's the Fae joke. Yeah, I suppose. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. Are you short? Are you short? Are you short and going to escape? Are you short and going to escape from prison? I bet you seem short. I would 100% expect this game to have her escape from prison and be short. Maya is short and is capable of escaping. Okay, I've got it. Not gonna become a small, medium, and large? Aww, that's unfortunate. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. Is that why she was such a successful defense attorney? Because she could speak to the dead? I had no idea. Wait. What? What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP-N and all of that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? Part of why, yeah. Remember the necklace she had? That was her Matagama. Okay, so that has something to do with spirits. Right. You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something like on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Okay. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Okay. Cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Okay. Maya's memo. Conversation I had with my sister's recorded on my cell phone. Okay. Huh? Something's the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Well, I mean, yes, that's your call. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much! I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Okay, they're dead too, presumably also murdered with clocks. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Well, what? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay. Court record. Let's see. Okay, I can't show this. Alright. Back. Can I show you things? I already showed her that. Do you have anything to say about the glass shards? This was lying next to the chief's body. I saw that too. They said they thought those were pieces of a broken light stand. Yeah, that seems about right. Well, I'd never heard of a glass light stand before this. Okay. And if I show you... Okay, what do you have to say about this? Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I mean, it's my job as a defense lawyer. Also, I basically saw the murder happen in a cutscene. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but that detective thinks I did it. Okay. Mina says, here's an interesting fact. Although the Ace Attorney games were primarily released on the DS in the USA, they were all originally Game Boy Advance games, hence the sound font. Okay. The DS was capable of far better sound than this. Okay, so we're not actually hearing it as it was designed. Okay. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. Okay. I shut it off with Apollo Justice series. Oh, this is as the game was designed. Oh, okay. Alright. Move to the Grossberg Law Offices, I guess. I could also go to the Fay and Company Law Offices, but I guess let's go to Grossberg, since I don't know if moving adjusts the clock. Okay. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay? Well, let's examine things. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking mahogany books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. Okay. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Let's see. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone who here's got money to burn. Okay. Let's see. There's no sliding here. Yes, quite ostentatious. Alright, so to the Fay and Company Law Offices, I suppose. Which is just a standard office. Okay, there's no time, so the office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were, you're Detective Gumtree. Detective Sweet Shoes. You're Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay. You're being called away, so I guess I'll talk to you first. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The C's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Objection! Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Let's see. So talking about the music and chat. Super easy to master. Okay, tell me about Edgeworth then. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. I mean, I know of him vaguely. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. I'm surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right, you can see the report, but that's all. Okay. 9 p.m., single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Okay. Right. Okay. Back. So examine. Various things. Window, I suppose. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay. So maybe someone in the hotel saw something. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordeline stricta, pal. Who was that? Who was that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scariest still is that Mia probably read all of these. So, there are direct contrasts here between this office and the fancy office. Like, the legal books have been read, the poster, the art's a movie poster, the plant is humble and well loved. No window, but yeah. Okay. So, you're still here. If I show you various evidence, talk about it anyway, what do you have to say? I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue, too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. Hello, Daniel, Koshnude. Still find the blips very nostalgic, but it's strange there isn't an option in this. Okay, much talk about sound. All right. What do you have to say about the glass shards? There was a broken glass at the crime scene, right? Hmm? Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. Let's see. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. You sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it was her handwriting or not. There's no proof that Mia wrote it. Right? Let's see. What do you have to say about the autopsy report? Thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. It makes Mia's death seem so routine. Okay, and finally, well, what happens if I show you the badge? What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. Okay. I mean, you've already given me a bunch of info. Okay. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a sec. Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked in the numbers in the memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. I'm a defense attorney. I'm supposed to talk to the witness. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Oh, the witness, not the, not Maya. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I see. What may April do exactly? I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside until her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. I'm gonna pay a visit to Miss May. Okay, so Alright. Back. And court record. So let's refresh our memory on this. Okay. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what is it this time? Clock, made to look like the statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Probably shouldn't tell you. The clock isn't... I should probably tell you. Clock isn't talking right now. It's not working. That's lame. Had to take the clockwork out. Put some papers inside instead. Okay. So, if this game is forgiving, what happens if I like, show the, show the cell phone to him? No. Back. I want to present it to you. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay. So, nothing. Alright, move. Right, to the hotel, I guess. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah! Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Oh, that's gonna be me, I'm sure. Champagne for her real friends, and possibly real pain for her sham friends. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Company law offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Let's see. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Okay. I hadn't noticed that. I mean, I noticed the bottle, but... Alright, what are you? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Okay, what else is there? I mean, I could try looking again. What's inside, I wonder? Cough, cough. Maybe later. Okay. So, no other scenes here. Back. Alright then, let's talk. Tell me what you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. I'd better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you will just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who are you exactly? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. In this room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why do you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. Okay. So... Back. Present. So let's see what she says when you show her various things. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay. What about, say, this? Nope. Okay. Okay. What if I flash you this? No, she can't tell me about my lawyer's badge, okay? Right. So, there's nothing else to examine. Right? I got everything. Oop, hold on. Bed. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Okay. So, I don't think there's anything else I can get out of you right now, so let's head back to Grossberg. For gross incompetence, presumably. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. It looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? How come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Well, wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me even before I got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Okay, I already looked around the room. This is practically SimCity 2000 music. Let's see. Mustache. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Did you say something? I think not, I said. Well, what do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. What? Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? No, I have more to discuss with you. Kenny says, didn't the guy we saw in the cutscene look like he had a lot of expensive apparel? Yes, he did. He was a different body type than this, but, yeah. Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. Well, I should show you my rendition of a horse from Chicory. Okay, it's worth at least 3 million. Is that Japanese yen? So that's like $100, right? I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay, interesting. Think the value changed depending on the version. Okay. Let's take one more look at that painting. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. So, thick paint. So like it's been painted over, maybe. And this does look kind of out of place. The person sitting there on this edge. Maybe that's just stylistic, but still. Sure the price, nothing to sneeze at. Okay. So, I can show you things, though. The Thinker. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Okay, what about this? Skin tone's different between the head and the rest of the body, it looks like. Yes, but that could be a matter of shadow. But I'm looking at this cyan outline here, right? And also this splotch of teal around here. So, like this over here, we have a smooth gradient. Here it is very abrupt. Okay, so that's what I'm noting. So yes, the head. Alrighty. Alright. Okay. Well, I guess I head back to the detention center now. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center, visitors room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Okay, we have to talk. Day of the crime, family. Okay. Examine. Anything... There's not going to be anything new here. Back. Okay. Can I show you some... Like, nothing's new except the cell phone. Let's do that at the end. So let's talk. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing since the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning... Okay, we did that. Piece of evidence. That's the Thinker clock. Bradley qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, tell me about family. Hello, Andrew Kaiser. Yes, Ace Attorney. My first time playing this attorney. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. Killed by a statue. And I don't know where my mother is. Also killed by a statue. Don't know. So she could still be alive? Okay. Mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. No larges, no smalls. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. Okay, so a connection there. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. It's going to be relevant throughout the entire trilogy. Okay. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'll take the case. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know why. Because someone else did it, I guess. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. Now, witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniffle. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? It's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Alrighty. So, back. Let's present this. See if you have anything to say about this conversation. Okay, so that just reviews it. It doesn't show it to you. Got it. Alright. Show her the autopsy report, I suppose. Sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay, so that's just generic. Okay. Press E. I could have sworn I pressed E. Okay. Press E. Oh, sorry. E. Okay. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listens to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Music changed. Okay. Alright. So I've shown the other things, so let's go back to the Gatewater Hotel, I guess. Oh, hello, bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Bellboy just invites me into somebody else's room. Show my badge? Okay. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Oh, because he... Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Ooh, please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Okay, now we just need Red. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Yes, yes. Showing most people your badge is usually pretty funny. Wait until I hear the guy's first name. Is his first name Red by any chance? Okay, White was the name of the guy who ruined me and my mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay, examine. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. Yes, with 2 Ds. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? Well, you know what looked like it might have been wiretapped? The phone in the office. There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright? I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. No, wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Yes, save progress. Okay. So technically that's my 2 hours up. I really shouldn't keep going. I don't know. What do you guys think? It seems like we're just picking up momentum now. Definitely not tangoing in bed. No, in court. Red White's Japanese name is Masaru Konaka, which when you break it up into its constituent kanji is small, medium, large. Okay. Pause here and come back later. Okay. Yeah, because I gotta be up in the morning, unfortunately. Because work. Okay. So, yeah, I got to a good save point. So, that will be Ace Attorney for now. So, as far as the schedule goes, I still don't know what I'm going to do Friday. It's either going to be this or Medieval Dynasty, probably. Whatever it is, I'm probably going to put it to a vote on the Discord. And whatever wins will be the winner, I suppose. More of this on Friday? Okay. I was also going to try to do a video of Bone Lab, try to show that off and put that in the running. But I don't think I have time before then. You'll probably enjoy it. Do what you want on Friday. Okay. All right, duly noted. Oh, and I should drop a... So I see some people in here that have not that are not in the Discord server. So let me just really quickly copy and paste an invite to the Discord server if anybody wants to join and vote. Okay, so the Friday, whatever it will be at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And then Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time will be more Minecraft community series. And then no Tuesday stream next week because it's an off week for that. And yeah, that will be our schedule. And that will be it for me tonight. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!